Hello, hello, hello everyone, Ziljin here with another art video. Yeah, so this one is a little different than usual, although I guess it's kind of the same. Yeah, mixed bag as usual, so yeah. This one has a little bit more darkness in it, a little more gruesomeness. But yeah, let's go look it up. And here's the first one. Here's just a woman, supposed to be a ballet dancer. You know, those are those poles where it's like connected to the floor and you just grab onto it and you do your ballet poses. I don't know why she's on the floor. She's, I don't know, stretching or something. Yeah. She's based on an Instagram model. Yeah. I guess I might as well just tell you who it is, even though, but don't look up for pictures unless you want to. Sophia Savan. Yeah. It's based on her Wonder Woman picture. And yeah, so here's her as Wonder Woman. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can figure out why I liked this picture of hers and decided to draw it. Yep. Her tiara, for some reason, it like covers part of her hair. I have no idea what's that all about. I don't know if, I mean, whenever I see pictures of Wonder Woman, usually the hair is covering the tiara. So whatever. And she's supposed to have a lasso or rope, but I didn't feel like drawing it. So if the hand pose looks a bit off, that's because she's supposed to be holding a rope. I guess I should have drawn the hand just a clenched fist or something. So it looks better. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's not how Wonder Woman dresses like in the real comic books, but damn. Anyway, so yeah, I started experimenting with the different kind of shading. Like usually I use like, so like I use that like dropper tool, and you click on the skin color and then you make it darker for the shadow, the shading. So this time I experimented with with a separate layer just for shading, shadows, and yeah, so I just draw a darker color and then make it opaque, so it won't be like just completely changing the color. So it'll be like masking the color. So I think it turned out pretty good. So I did 2 shading layers. So one is for like the light shading and like for the dark shading for certain areas. But yeah, I think it turns out pretty good. And also it's easier, so like if I decide to, if I want to change like the color of the clothes or the skin or etc., I can easily change it without having to change the highlighting every time. So yeah, and also when I do the highlighting, I could just do like bam, highlight the entire body. I don't have to worry about using the eyedropper, using on the blue and change a darker blue, change a darker white, change a darker gold, change a darker red, darker silver, darker flesh, etc. Although that kind of makes all the flesh color just, I mean, all the shadow kind of looks just like shadow. I don't know. Is this still like, is this a dark yellow? Is it? Is this a dark red? Is it just black? Like just black on top of red? I don't know. So does this look like darker colored flesh and this look like darker colored yellow, gold? This is darker, this is dark blue, dark white, dark red? Yeah, let me know like how it compares to how we usually shade it. I don't know if you can actually tell the difference or not. I don't know. I mean, it looks pretty, like I can tell. Yeah, I think this looks like gold and that looks like red. So I think it turned out pretty good. Yeah, and here's some fantasy, not as much fantasy this time, although, I mean, I guess there is some more. I mean, yeah, usually it's like a mix of fantasy and non-fantasy, some fan art, some modern art, etc. So here's a orc gladiator versus an ogre. Trying my best to make the ogre as big as possible, but obviously the problem is he doesn't fit in the frame, so I had to like have him bend downwards. I guess like he's so heavy when he runs, like his entire body shifts his weight, like body, the weight of his body shifts him downwards or something, I guess. So it looks kind of awkward. I mean, like the way the foot is. Yeah, but I try my best to make it look like he's running towards the gladiator. He's like standing his ground, and bam, he is missing a hand. Hand. He still has his arm, but he's missing his hand because he's based on. So basically, this scene is like loosely based on World of Warcraft. No, World of Warcraft or Warcraft. Yeah, I guess the Warcraft lore. Although I guess people call it World of Warcraft because that's the most popular game in the Warcraft universe. People just call it the World of Warcraft universe now. I mean, it makes sense. It is the World of Warcraft. Anyway, so this is based on the Shattered Hand clan. Basically, there's a bunch of orcs that were captured by ogres, and they made them like fight to the death in gladiator battles, and then like basically like, oh, if you win 100 victories, you get your freedom. So there's the first orc gladiator to win 100 victories, and then the ogre master's like, nope, no freedom for you. And then he's like, what the f? And then there was like a cutscene on YouTube or something. I think it's for the one of the World of Warcraft expansions or something. But yeah, so basically, the guy, I don't remember his name, unfortunately. If you know it, tell me. Let me know. The guy, he tries to break free. I guess he was able to get one hand free, but not the other hand. And then so he decided to grab a rock and just smash his hand off. And then bam. And then I think all the other orcs, like he gave inspirational speech or something to the other orcs, and they did the same. Like his entire clan, all of them only have one hand. Some of them even have 0 hands. Honestly, I don't know how that works, because like, although in real life lots of disabled people have 0 hands or 0 feet, or like they manage to get things done. But yeah, okay, that makes sense because you can use your feet and etc., and then you can use your nubs and stuff like that. But for the orcs, they have swords like implanted onto their nubs, and then like, how are you gonna do stuff when you have these humongous sharp knives and swords and axes and stuff all over your hands? I don't know. You can't really use your nubs. Maybe they removed it or something, but how are they gonna remove it if both of their hands is nubs? I don't know. I guess they use they're super flexible and use their feet and toes to remove the weapon prosthetics. Then they can use their nubs, arm nubs, to do stuff. Yeah, maybe they're super handy capable, super duper flexible, and know how to use their feet and toes and etc. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's the lore of the character. It's based on the Warcraft universe character. So I had him fighting an ogre, obviously, but you can see the audience is actually other orcs. I included 2 brown orcs. You can assume these orcs are also a mix of green and brown orcs. You know, like I drew in the earlier concept fantasy race pictures, which I kind of stopped doing because now I kind of like am more interested in drawing these random scenes and fan art and etc. And yeah, so like some of the orcs are green, some of them are brown. Same thing, basically copying the Warcraft universe. Some of them orcs are green and some of them are brown, and some of them are gray. I'll be sure to copy that later if I continue the fantasy race thing. You know, have like mountain orcs. They got super pale skin, you know, because that's basically how it is in the World of Warcraft. The mountain orcs have really pale skin. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, so there's orcs in the audience. There's a little orc boy. Obviously, you can tell these are orc women, and then these are orc men because they have that specific style of shirt where I guess you can imagine there's a like button up or something, but I didn't draw the buttons. Yeah. So I'm like half-assing the details. Yeah. I probably should draw some buttons. Oh well. And yeah, so he's wearing pants, he's wearing boots. The ogre is wearing pants because I don't want to draw him in a loincloth, and I don't want him to be naked. Although it might have looked better if he was in a loincloth. Maybe. Yeah, so he's humongous. And yeah, he got a giant club. Because that's like basically the stereotype. Giants and ogres, they don't use regular weapons. They just grab like a tree trunk or something and then club you to death with it. And axe is usually a stereotypical weapon for orcs, but the sword hand is just for that specific shattered hand orcs. So yeah, so he's in a pose that's a little different from usually drawn, so hopefully it turned out well. And also the abs is based on the Superman abs, where it's like usually I make it like really small circles, and this is more like rectangular and longer and wider. I think it'll turn out pretty good, although yeah, I could probably learn to draw it better, but yeah, I really liked how these abs look like. And I got those biceps, bicep separation. Yeah, I think that's enough commentary on this picture. Let me know if you like how you like this one. Yeah, so I mean, if I didn't explain it properly, these are the orc gladiator fighting an ogre. I don't know if he's also a gladiator or he's just a captive, you know. So and then they're inside an arena or coliseum or something, stadium, and these are the audience members. They're all cheering. So I did look up like gladiator audience pictures, and they all have their arms raised up. It looks kind of awkward when I draw it like that, but I did my best. Yeah, so like they're excited and celebrating and stuff. And here's a portrait of me. Yeah, I mean, it's not super accurate because, you know, the glasses in real life, it goes up to all the way to the ear. So I guess my eyes are way too small and the glasses are way too small, or my head is way too big. Yeah, because this isn't how the glasses work in real life. I mean, I always draw it like this, but yeah, like the glasses, like this part should be like on the edge of the face, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, so my face is probably way too big. That's what the problem is. And like from the mouth to chin, and plus this is actually where the chin is, so there's a massive gap between the mouth and chin. So my head is probably way too big. No, I mean, the head is fine. It's just my eyes and my nose and my mouth, yeah, my lips are way too small. Yeah. Basically, the facial features and the face does not match up. I probably should learn how to draw the face better. So yeah, here's a portrait of me wearing a green V-neck. It's almost aligned with my beard. Obviously, by now, my hair is a little bit different, but you know, I'm just drawing my classical look. And here's me as a zombie, or at least I did my best. So I gave myself paler skin, because usually I see zombies that have pale skin, but sometimes they have green skin. But you know, part of my shirt is ripped off over here, exposing my pale flesh, and I guess a zombie took a bite out of my shoulder, and bam, bare all the way to the bone, and there's some flesh and some skin over there. Some skin is peeling off. There's a worm crawling out of my face. Part of my ear got bit off, and yeah, part of my nose got bitten off, so you can see the flesh, and then the skull, and then, you know, there's the hole inside your skull where the nostril is, and what? Okay. Yeah, so here's my glasses. Yeah, so part of it got cracked up, and this eye is a saggy. I don't know. I know, like it just looks like zombie-ish. I guess part of my eyelid, I don't know, is missing or something. And here's my other eye, where the eyeball just popped right out of the glasses. I don't know how that works, but okay. Well, that's mostly based on, if you ever watched Santa Clarita Diet, there's a zombie in it, and her eye pops out at one point. Yeah. I don't think it would pop out with a great enough force to break the glasses, but let's just pretend that's how it works. And, you know, someone took a chomp out of my head or something, but my hair is in perfect condition. There's nothing wrong with my hair except for this part. It's missing part of the hair and flesh and skin, and then there's the bone. Yeah. I don't know. Like, it doesn't look that amazing, but I had some fun drawing this. Tell me what you think about it. Do I actually look like a zombie in this? And last but not least, kind of darkish. I mean, it's actually very light compared to the actual source material. So if you couldn't tell, this is based on Berserk during the eclipse, where, spoilers, massive spoilers alert, there's a bunch of demons and they pretty much eat all the humans in there. Yeah, I mean, I didn't spoil everything, but yeah, it's very dark and gruesome. So yeah, this guy is the sole survivor and he's being forced to watch some nasty stuff. I won't say it. Some messed up stuff. And then the floor is made out of like these faces, and I didn't use any reference material for this one. So yeah, and so it probably doesn't look super accurate, but in the manga, so basically he tries to rescue a person, and then a demon just chomps onto his arm, preventing him from moving, and then like sticks a claw into his eye. So yeah, in the manga and the anime, if you watch it, yeah, only one of his eyes work now. So yeah, this is what happened. This is what happened to his face. What happened to his eye? A demon just shoved a claw into his eye. Honestly, how is he still alive after that? I don't know. Like, I don't understand how people can, like, I don't know. It's like you get stabbed in the eye. Doesn't that like do massive damage to you? I don't know. Although some people survive wounds to the brain, which is super vital to your existence. So I don't know. Yeah, and he has a sword fragment. And spoilers, spoilers, spoilers! If you haven't known it already, in the manga and anime, he doesn't have his hand. And here's the scene where a couple of seconds later, or a couple of minutes later, he's gonna break free of the demon arm, and then he's gonna take his sword and try to cut open the teeth from the demon that's chomping on his arm, and that doesn't work. So instead, he takes that broken sword and stabs the hell out of his own arm. Yeah. So kind of like the orc from Warcraft. He couldn't break free, so he just jabbed his arm until it broke and cut it clean off. Oh my god, it's just gross. So yeah, if you want to be haunted in your nightmares, go read Berserk manga. It's very gruesome and dark, really grim dark. And the faces, they're not supposed to be crying, but I know it's basically, I just merged the face, the face of the grounds with the I want to say it's called Behelit. I don't know, the idol thing that summons the demons basically, and the eyes are always bleeding. So I just combined those two effects. So yeah, so I'm pretty sure they don't actually bleed, but I just added it in anyway because I thought it would look better, more interesting. So yeah, the floor is all faces, even though it looks really weird because he's not actually stepping on the face. It looks like he's just floating, and this guy doesn't even have legs. You can pretend the legs are back there somewhere. Yeah, or maybe he's just a legless demon, you know, because all the demons in there look really different and gruesome, and this is not based on any particular demon, but I guess these massive horns could be based on Zod. Yeah, this is more based on the demons I draw, pretty much. So yeah, that's the final piece. One super gory. I mean, it's not super gory. The zombie portrait was more gory, but the actual manga source material is super gory. Yeah. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for this video. So hopefully everyone enjoyed watching this. And yeah, be sure, hopefully you enjoyed some of those tidbits, lore tidbits about Berserk and Warcraft, and you know, and what you think of my renditions of it. But yeah, so yeah, hopefully everyone enjoyed watching this video. Be sure to post the comments, rate the video, and subscribe, and hit that bell notification icon, please. As always, thank you for watching. Until next time, bye bye. Bye.